Hello everybody and welcome to a very special video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my trip over to Germany with Nike, where I was the first person in the world, well, joint first with the other 100 people that were there as well, joint first person in the world to see Nike's brand new top secret Hypervenom 3s. So I headed over to Munich, we got settled in the hotel and everything like that, and then headed over to the world's coldest football pitch. Do they play football in Antarctica? Like, I'm not sure they do, so that would put us at number one for world's coldest football pitch. They had to snowplow the rest of... They had to snowplow us a pitch. All of the other pitches are still covered in snow. They had to get the snowplow out and plow away the snow so that we could play football. I think it was about -8 or 9 or something like that. It was ridiculous. Now, you guys are already getting a little bit of a sneak peek of all of the stuff, of the boots, of everything like that. Nike luckily kitted us out in like thermal Nike gear, which was good. You guys can also get a little bit of a sneak peek of the boots as you see us taking part in some football drills, training sessions and stuff like that with some of the professional coaches from the Nike Academy, which was absolutely awesome. There was tons of different shooting drills that was going on. Miroslav Klose was hanging around as well because this is meant to be like the ultimate boot for finishing. And of course, as with any training session, they made us get down and do some press-ups as well, which was brilliant. Well, I suppose at least it warmed us up from the -9. Now you guys have obviously seen a little bit of a sneak peek of the boot there. You can see us wearing, you can see everyone there got a pair of them to try out, and of course, I have got them here with me now to show you guys. However, before we do get into that, while I was over there, they had I think it was five of the best strikers in the world there, plus Miroslav Klose was there as well, getting involved in the drills. But they also brought on Higuain, Lewandowski, Cavani, Harry Kane and Marcus Rashford, which was nuts. And I had the opportunity to spend some one-on-one time with Harry Kane, having a chat to him about this boot, having a chat to him just about football in general, and of course having a chat to him about FIFA as well, because I just had to throw in a couple of FIFA questions. So before we come back and I give you guys a proper look at this top secret and new boot, let's take a look at my little chat with Harry Kane and how we got on. So we are now joined by one of the Premier League's top goal scorers, Mr. Harry Kane. Thank you very much for taking some time to talk to us today. We're going to have, of course, a chat about the boots. We've got the Hypervenom 3s, which I've already tried out. You've already tried out. First impressions, what do you think?
Yeah, I think they're great. I think it's the best Hypervenom out. The third one is definitely the better one. With the flyknit, obviously lighter, grips the foot better. The grip at the bottom, the plate at the bottom, helping me cut quicker, get past defenders. So yeah, all in all, a great boot.
Good stuff. You're wearing number 2 at the moment?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so you've got a hat-trick in there at the weekend?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, I've been wearing them for a while now. They've done me okay. Obviously, winning the golden boot, and then it's going to be hard to let go, but like I said, these are the best ones I've played in so far, so yeah, I'm looking forward to getting them.
Good stuff. And so there's a couple of things that I've always been really just curious about, just regarding football boots in general. So obviously, like, I can get hold of a £10 football and like one of the really quality ones that you guys use, and I've used that when one of my mates has pinched it from the Everton Academy and stuff like that, and I've had to go with it, and you can really tell the difference. Can you, being a top-end athlete, notice the tiny little differences, such as adding on these little, what are they even called? I can't even remember what the guy called them. He's got some crazy technical name for them, but the striking zone and stuff like that. Can you notice the difference when you put them on the boots?
Yeah, definitely. I think, obviously, we're wearing them every day. We're wearing them for 3-4 hours every day, so you just get used to what they feel like. And whenever Nike bring out a new boot, you can really tell the difference. Like I said, with these, with the flyknit. Yeah, and like I say, all these little things here, just when you're striking the ball, maybe you don't feel it on your foot as much. It just feels nice and smooth and stuff like that. So yeah, for sure, when you're doing something every day, and like I say, these are the tools that we use, you definitely notice the difference.
Should keep this. I put one of them on. Like I've been had to go one down the footy pitch before, and it's just like a sock. Just putting it on straight away. It's super comfy. Do you go through them like no one's business, or do you like keep the same pair and bed them in and properly get them
with me, it's more depending on how many goals I've scored, and I think
it's superstitious.
Yeah, it's a bit. I think once if I go maybe 3 goals without scoring, I'll
whip the new ones out.
Get rid of them, yeah,
nice.
And yeah, get the new ones on. So that's kind of what I do.
Another thing I've always been really curious about is, do you go into your kit man and be like, all right mate, I'm a size 11, sorted out a pair of boots, or obviously go to Nike and tell them, or do you have Harry Kane sized boots?
Yeah, sometimes it depends on like the different type of boot. Sometimes it'll just be maybe I'm a size 9, so maybe just a size 9. They'll send Nike will send the size 9 and it'll fit perfectly. But sometimes there might be a bit of the bit of the boot that's a bit tight or needs a bit of adjusting. So then they'll get sent away to be made a bit better for me. To say my big toe needs a bit more width, they'll just make it a bit wider for that. So yeah, it all depends on how the boot fits you, and then you go from there.
Moving away a little bit from the boot, just because I'm a FIFA channel, got to ask you a bit of a FIFA question for the viewers at home. You were talking a little bit before about FIFA, and you've had a 95 rated one of them sick cards from FIFA and stuff like that. Now you've got a baby daughter. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Not playing as much anymore, but you still get involved. You guys play in the training grounds when you're having a bit of time off and a chill and stuff like that. One thing I've always wondered, obviously, everyone's got their own strengths on FIFA, and you've got tons of informs and like really strong, good to getting the ball down, finishing away. But one of the things on FIFA, it's always kind of about pace. So people might go for a Rashford instead of a Kane, even though in real life we'd obviously outscore them loads. It's just people just like to sprint on FIFA.
Yeah.
When you guys are playing, say you're Tottenham versus Tottenham, and you're bombing for own goal, and Toby Alderweireld comes up behind you and catches you up, would you turn to him and be like, have you ever turned to him and be like, you know you would not be able to catch me there?
Yeah, I think there's times where, yeah, even there's just a bit of banter of someone who does a long pass and it actually goes to the player, you'd be like, you've never got that, you've not got that in the locker at all. Yeah, there's definitely times like that where the lads are just bantering with each other, just saying that ain't true. But yeah, like I say, for me, I always stick with myself. I make sure I'm up front and just, yeah, I'm a loyal man.
Bang them in like in real life?
Yeah.
There we go. One last Spurs question then. Well, not so much Spurs, more about your teammates again. Is anyone still rocking absolutely awful, just plain black boots from the 60s? Or is everyone in like the nice new jazzy, super high-tech ones?
Yeah, I think we've got everyone in the
everyone's in the good stuff.
Everyone's in the good stuff, yeah.
I'm trying to think from Everton. I think it was a dying breed when Tony Hibbert retired. He was the last one that I can think of rocking the old black Tiempos from 20 years ago.
Yeah, the fullback, had him on for them tackles, yeah, I know. But no, like I say, I think the technology's come so far nowadays. I think a lot of players see it as an opportunity to get that little bit, that 5-10% there.
Yeah, it's like well, you guys, you said you can notice all the difference, so you need to be able to get that difference to be able to compete at the very top, don't you?
Yeah, no, for sure, 100%.
Awesome, thank you very much, mate. It's been
Okay,
great to chat to you.
Good to meet you.
Cool. Right. Did that press record? Bloody kidding.
Joke.
So there we go, that was my interview with Harry Kane. We're now going to take a proper look at these Nike Hypervenom 3s. I actually played in them in 5-a-side the other day, so you guys might have seen them properly on my Twitter and Instagram. We're allowed to talk about them now. When we went over there a few days ago, last week, it was like top secret, you're not allowed to talk about it, but now we are actually allowed to show the people. Like no one before that day had seen these bad boys, but now I can actually show you guys. I think you can even get them on FIFA now. They literally got put into FIFA yesterday. So on Be A Pro, you can now put these bad boys onto your Be A Pro and take them into pro clubs. They are absolutely sick. I'm not going to go into all of the details with them, like these little bumps and all of the stuff. We got talked about to them by the guy who actually created the boots, which was really, really cool to find out about all the stuff works. I'm sure I'll leave a link to the Nike website or something like that down in the description. If you guys are interested, you can go and find out all of the info over there. But this isn't really a promo vid, it's not really me promoting these boots. I just got the opportunity to go over and I really wanted to share the experience with you guys, and they are just sick. Like, they haven't paid me to say that they're sick. They haven't given me anything apart from letting me go and try out the boots, but they are absolutely awesome. So thank you very much to Nike for taking me over and letting me try out these boots. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Hope you guys did enjoy sharing the experience with me as well. That is one of the best parts of doing YouTube, is getting me, it's just being able to go and do cool stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to, and then be able to share that cool stuff with you guys who've supported me and got me to this point. So yeah, they are the very new, very, very, very new, as in like top secret when I went to see them last week. Nike Hypervenom 3s, the flyknit ones here. When we had interviewed Kane, we had the normal ones, so you can get them in just the ankle ones too. But there they are. They're absolutely sick. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I really, really enjoyed this trip, so thank you very much for your support. That has allowed me to do stuff like that. For now, that is where we're going to leave this video. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, no, we got out of the training ground, to be fair, in like the rec room where we chill out between sessions sometimes. Yeah, a few of the boys play it. Yeah, a few of them think they're quite decent, but not always the case.
I imagine it's competitive as well, because obviously you're all competitive footballers, aren't you?
No, 100%. Yeah, I've seen yeah, all sorts of things happen with controllers and stuff like that. So
I should see some of the other YouTuber lads. Like, I don't take it too seriously because I know I'm terrible at FIFA. Some of them get properly serious about it.
Do they? Yeah.
And like controllers through the desk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All sorts of stuff like that.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Squad Builder Showdown. Today it is time to take on the next of the huge Team of the Years A man who I just bought because he is absolutely sick to go into my weekend league squad. It is of course the weekend, so why not do it on weekend league? Team of the year, Luka Modric, 96 rated this guy is. He is absolutely ridiculous. He cost me 1,000,000 coins, so it's a pretty crazy card. We're doing a pretty huge squad builder showdown today, so I hope you guys do indeed enjoy it.